Friends, yet another episode of Millie's Itinerary. We're getting pretty close to the end of her of the story. We're up to around 9 o'clock in the evening. Pretty soon it'll be bedtime for our little girl, Millie, our basset hound. Actually, right now, let me just see here. I just want to make sure I've got, yes, we're up to the point now where it's, Millie's done with having dinner with me. She already had her supper earlier in the day. She had a little bit of Sandy's supper, although Sandy usually eats things like, Sandy's idea of supper might be a sweet potato, right, or broccoli and pineapple, right. Well, that's how she is. She's a cheap date, yes. Let's see. Yeah, no, you just go to the salad bar for her. Yeah, that's okay. The leaves more for me to order. Yeah, at the old restaurant. In fact, sometimes we'll go if we do go out to eat. We rarely do, but if we do, yeah, she'll get the salad bar, and then she gets an entree. So she looks at me and says, "Well, what do you want?" And I said, "Well, I'm already getting let's see, chopped steak with gravy and mashed potatoes." Let's see, what else do they got? Okay, I'll have the chicken parmesan. Yeah, and she'll say, well, I'll order. So she orders chicken parmesan and goes to the salad bar. No one's complaining. I got two dinners, and she's got, yeah, so it works out nice. But in any case, now I've had my dinner. Millie, of course, has shared at least three-quarters of it, and it's time now to decide who's going to wipe her chin. Yeah, dog chins. Well, hound chins get really, really damp, especially if they're eating something they really like. They start to drool. That's just how it is. Okay, so we've been Sandy and I when we last left the story, when we were last into the story, we were debating who was going to, clean Millie's chin. Okay. Well, I called out Sandy. I called out Sandy on her attempt to fiddle with the truth. It turns out that she just couldn't bring herself to touch Millie's wet underchin. She said the mere thought of it made her want to lose her cookies. It's a slimy chin. Millie panted and drooled as she watched the two of us jockey for position. Her head looked from one of us to the other. Yeah, she was looking at me, and then she looked at Sandy. Meanwhile, drool's coming off her chin. Sandy finally came up with the clincher and won the debate with this comment. You used to be a rescue person. You had to touch worse things than a wet hound's chin. And then she looked like she might start bawling, so I was cornered. Sandy had me on the ropes. Indeed, I have often been up to my armpits and then some, in some very unmentionable stuff and gore. On some duty nights, a wet dog chin would have actually been a good way to get the crud off me. That slimy old chin of Millie's would have been like a rose from a dear friend placed into my quivering palm. So it turns out I took on the nightly honor of wiping down Millie's underchin. After dinner is the best time to do it. She's soaked from eating, and a lot of daily accumulation comes right off. Oh, you'd be surprised at things. Yeah, it's smart that I use our old dinner napkin towels. If I didn't, we'd go through about 2 extra rolls, maybe make that 3 rolls of paper towels per week. Extra. Yeah, Millie's worth it, but still, that's a pretty big expense. Oddly enough, Millie loves the routine. She does. It's a real father-daughter moment. She presses her jaw right into my hand as hard as she can as I rub forward to back on her chin. Her eyes glaze over. So do mine, I gotta say. When one towel gets soaked, I grab another. 3 large paper towels usually will do the trick, and soon Millie's lower jaw can once again join the ranks of civilized and polite society. I remembered how, it was long ago now. I remember how that at one time while walking Millie, we came upon a very nice local policeman. Like me, he was a dog lover and squatted down to pet our little girl. He must not have had a hound. I guess. He grabbed Millie under her chin and rubbed away. Suddenly he got this weird look on his face. Oh, thank God I had a paper towel. I handed it to him and apologized. He's like, he wasn't that sore, so it didn't take long for him to calm down. As he wiped his hands, he mentioned how he had forgotten about hounds. We got to talking about how bloodhounds are even worse when it comes to drool. He said that he often had he used to work with bloodhounds, and how the trainers needed a shower after a day of training. Avoiding her lower jaw, he patted Millie on the top of her noggin, grabbed that little knob on the top of her head. That's always, you rub that for good luck. And we all went our separate ways. And that was that. Yeah. But yeah, my advice, you got to keep especially a hound with the jowls and all that. You got to keep that at least dry a little. And the best thing to do is once, as the night, when she's done with her evening meal, she's probably not going to drool that much after that, because food seems to be what brings it on. And so she gets a good, her 15 hours of sleep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's asleep still. What is it? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. She's still out cold from last night. No, she's breathing. We checked. And there you go. So by all means, do keep that in mind if you have a hound. And it is, like I said, it's kind of a special moment for Millie and me every night. Got to make sure she has her ice cream first and all that. You got to make sure all the eating's done. Okay. And usually there's in the course of a day, there's paper towels you just use to wipe up a smudge. Save that for the and you'll save what? Oh gosh, you'll save about $12 a week just doing that. Yeah, in paper towel expenses. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll see you later, friends. Thank you. God bless. Have a good day. Go pet your dog. Bye now.